Good morning, students. I am going to revise the topics which I have taught you already. Now here, the first topic, computer. Computer is an electronic device which can perform mathematical and logical operation on given data. Data is meaningful facts or figure. That is the computer definition. What are the basic components? What are the basic components of a computer system? Hardware and software. Hardware, all the physical components of a computer system is hardware. In another word, you can say all the things which we can see, that is the hardware. Take the example, you can see the keyboard, you can see the mouse, you can see the printer, you can see the visual display unit. So these are the example of hardware. Software. Software is a program, documents, procedures, routines and overall operation of a computer system is known as software. If in another word you want to say, you can say that thing which we cannot see but only feel it, that is the software. I am giving example here. Operating system. We cannot see operating system, but only we can feel the operating system is installed inside the computer. So this is software. After that, the next topic we are finding here, that is the use. Mostly computers are used each and every field nowadays. If you want to see, you can see in your computer lab, shop, medical halls, or different places you can find the computers are used. So you can say each and every field computers are used. Next here, I am categorizing the computer according to the size and capabilities. According to the size and capabilities, I have written here micro computer, mini computer, mainframe computer, supercomputer. First, microcomputer. Microcomputer is smaller in size and capabilities. This is the cheapest computer. You can say microcomputer is also known as the personal computer. If you want to take the example of personal computer, you can take the laptops, desktop, tablets. These are the example of microcomputers. Come on here, the mini computer. Mini computers, the memory capacity is more than the microcomputer. The speed of the mini computer is more than the microcomputer. But nowadays, mini computers are less in used. The example I have given here, see, PDP and K202. This is the example of the mini computer. First, mainframe computer. Mainframe computers are large in size. Capacity is more than other computers, microcomputers and mini computers. Mainframe computers are used in the large organization where a large amount of data needs to store. Bank, railway station, you can say. So the speed of the mainframe computer is more than the mini computer and microcomputer. Example you can take here, IBM 4381, IBM Z13. So the word you are finding here, IBM, so you must know International Business Machine. International Business Machine last one is supercomputer. Supercomputer is the fastest computer. It is expensive than other computers. Supercomputers are used for weather forecasting, aircraft designing, reading in earthquake etc. The next topic is handheld devices. Handheld devices. The devices which are held in hand, this type of devices are known as handheld devices. The devices which can be held in hand, these are known as handheld devices. It can be completely kept in the pocket and you can carry from one place to another place easily. So this is the handheld device. First we are finding here that is the smartphone. Every person is using a smartphone. In a smartphone you will find there is a screen, LCD screen, liquid crystal display. And with the touch of the screen, you can find out the icons by which you have to perform the work. Next, if you want to communicate with the another person with the help of the smartphone, you can. If you want to send the messages, you can. If you want to send the email, you can. If you want to load any software with the help of the internet, you can. So, a smartphone can be connected with the internet easily. Second, smart watches. It is also the handheld device. It is the wearable device. You can wear on your wrist. And the work of the smart watches or the function of the smart watches are same as the smartphone. If you want to communicate with the smart watches, you can communicate. If you want to load any applications, computer application, then you can use the smart watches. If you want to communicate, you can. So the same work and can be performed with the smart watches like a smartphone. And the smart watches can be connected with the internet also. Last one, that is the gaming console. By the name it is clear. Gaming console is the handheld devices. Actually, it is used for playing the game anywhere, anytime. This is the gaming console. The next topic is embedded computer. Embedded computer is small computer placed inside a machine. The specific requirements and instructions as a part of large system. This is the embedded computer. The components of the embedded computers are same as the ordinary computer. You can find their CPU, you can find RAM, ROM, clock, input devices, output devices. Embedded computer. After that, programming language. The specific language in which a programmer is writing a program, you can say that is the programming language. Program. What is program? A program is a set of instructions given to a computer by the user to perform the specific task. That's known as program. Next word is program. The person who is writing a program, you can say that is the program. Now I am going to categorize the language. Computer language can be categorized here, the low level language and high level language. Low level language. In the low level language, also it is known as the machine level language. In this language only the binary numbers can be used. So binary numbers, by means 2. By means 2. it means only 0 and 1. Only 0 and 1 can be used in the low level language. Second one, high level language. In high level language, a very simple English words are used to write a program, that is high level language. What are the advantages of high level languages here? It is very easy to write. Second, you can say the error can be find out easily where we have committed the error in your program. Third, the different types of high level language nowadays, that is the COBOL, you can say COBOL, Fortran, C++, and like this, the languages are the high level languages, and these are the advantages. What's the difference between the low level language and high level language? In low level language, it is very difficult to write. See, I am comparing with the low level language and high level language. Low level language, it is very difficult to write. So you can ask why it is very difficult to write. So when we are writing the program in low level language, that time only we have to use 0 and 1. Except this one, computer cannot understand any other language. But whenever we are using the high level language, just I have told you that simple English words are used to writing a program. So you can say that it is very difficult to write, it is very easy to write. Second, the error, which is find out in the low level language, it is very difficult to find out. It means debugging is very difficult in low level language. But in high level language, the debugging is very easy. Easily we can find the errors where the program has committed the errors with. Now come on the speed, comparing with the speed. When low level language, the processing speed of the low level language is high. Speed is more. But whenever we are writing the high level language, that time speed is slow. Now you can ask why. Because in the low level language only we are using 0 and 1, that is understandable by the computer, so the speed will be increased there. Here high level language, we are writing the program in the simple English words, so computer cannot understand. First of all, it will change into the binary form, that the work will be performed. So these are the differences between low level language, high level language. Now another language, assembly language. In assembly language, alphabets and symbols are used. When we are using alphabets and symbols, these are known as mnemonic codes. But computer cannot understand this language. For this purpose, there is the word, that is the assembler. Actually, assembler is a translator which translates source code into the machine code. So source code, it means whenever we are writing the program in the assembly level language, that will be converted into the machine code. So student, this is the revision of the topic which I have taught you. Thank you.